Well, okay, it's week 4. Man, a lot of upsets last week in week 3. So let's see if we can guess or predict who's gonna win in week 4. So let me look at the NFL schedule for week 4. Then we'll go over it. I'm not gonna predict that Cowboys Giants game because it's on Thursday night, and we all know who's gonna win that game. It has to be the Cowboys. Other than that, okay, the first game on Sunday is the 2-1 New Orleans Saints versus the 1-2 Atlanta Falcons. With this one, I'm taking the Saints on this one. I just think the Saints, I think they just have a better offense, better offensive line. And the Falcons, Kirk Cousins has not been playing that well. So, based on what the quarterback play is, I'll take David Carr over Kirk Cousins. I just have to. The Falcon offense is not that good. So I'm going with the Saints. And the next game on Sunday is the 0-3 Bengals versus the 1-2 Carolina Panthers. Okay. I have no idea what's wrong with the Panthers. No, not the Panthers, but what's wrong with the Bengals. I mean, they have a lot of talent on offense, but they just cannot put it together. They have Jamar Chase out there, Joe Burrow is out there, Tyler Boyd is out there, I think, and then they get Zach Moss as a running back. And what can you say about the Panthers? They got a huge upset win last week against the Las Vegas Raiders. But we all know they have a new quarterback. And Andy Dalton is the new starting quarterback. And this might be a revenge game for Andy Dalton because a couple of years ago, Andy Dalton was the starting quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals. But in this game, I really got to take the Bengals. Because the Panthers are not that good of a team. And I'm just going to say, there is no way the Bengals are going to start the season at 0-4. They just can't. They're too good of a team to do that. So, yeah, I'm picking the Bengals. Then the next game is the LA Rams and the Chicago Bears. They're both 1-2. Now, this is a hard one to predict because the Bears are playing like garbage. The offensive line is garbage. But the Rams, they have a lot of injuries to their wide receivers. Their number 1 and number 2 receivers are on IR. Puka is on IR. And Cooper Kupp, he's out for the game. So it's a toss-up. But I am going to go with the upset. I'm picking the Bears. I think the Bears are going to win this one. I hope. Anyway, guys, the next game is our Green Bay Packers at 2-1 versus the 3-0 Vikings. This game. What can I say about this game? What a big surprise that the Vikings are 3-0. Sure, the first game was easy, but then they played San Francisco. And that's not an easy team. That's not an easy team to beat. And then they beat the Houston Texans. And Sam Darnold he's kind of playing lights out right now. So, and the Vikings defense is number 1 in takeaways and number 1 in sacks. But I cannot go against my Packers right here. The Packers are 2-1. We lost the opening game to the Eagles, and then we lost our starting QB. And then in week 2, we had Malik Willis playing as QB, our starter. Man, what a 7th round pick trade. We robbed the Tennessee Titans with a 7th round pick for Malik Willis. In the first game that Malik Willis started, he didn't have that good of a passing number. He only passed for about 155 yards and a touchdown. But against the Tennessee Titans, he had 202 yards and a touchdown in the air. And he also had a 75 yards on the ground and another touchdown on the ground. So he's been playing lights out. It looks like Jordan Love may return for this game. I'm not sure yet. But I'm taking the upset, and I'm taking the Green Bay Packers winning this game against the Vikings. I think the score might be about 21-17 Packers. All right, the next game is Jacksonville Jaguars at 0-3 and Houston Texans at 2-1. Yeah, this game's gonna be interesting for the Jaguars. I mean by interesting is who's gonna be the quarterback. Because we saw Trevor Lawrence play quarterback. He's not playing that well. And then we saw Mac Jones come in. And his first play of the game, he fumbled the ball. So, they're not having a good time there. And they did not have any offensive weapons. They really don't. They don't. Now we're getting into the Texans. Yes, the Texans won their 2 opening games, but they lost to the Minnesota Vikings. I have no idea what happened. Are they good or do they just stink? I think they're good. I think the Texans are good. And I think the Texans might be angry about how they played in week 3, and they're going to come out firing. Stroud, he needs to have a good game after that poor performance against the Vikings. So I'm going with the Houston Texans on this one. And the next game is Pittsburgh Steelers versus Indianapolis Colts. Yeah. We also what Justin Fields did in week 3, running the ball. And he also had Najee Harris running the ball. Yeah. And that defense that the Pittsburgh Steelers have, do I have to say more? Do I have to say more about the Pittsburgh Steelers? They're going to run the piss out of the ball with Najee Harris and Justin Fields. Like I said, the Colts, they had the worst run defense in the league. The worst run defense. And Anthony Richardson is not playing that well. I'm just sorry. I don't think he's the guy. He looks like a poor Michael Vick. Yes, he's electric when he scrambles with the ball, but his accuracy with the deep ball, it's a hit or miss. And it's just hard to watch Anthony Richardson trying to play quarterback. But I'm picking the Pittsburgh Steelers on this one. Okay, next it is the 1-2 Broncos and 2-1 New York Jets. Yeah, the Broncos had a good game in week 3. They won, but I really don't trust Bo Nix. He's still a rookie, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. And they can't run the ball either. Javonte Williams is averaging about 2.4 yards a carry, and that's not gonna do it with that kind of running game. Then we go to the New York Jets. Through 3 weeks of the NFL schedule, Aaron Rodgers is the best passing quarterback on third downs. He had a monster game last week. So I'm betting that he's going to have another monster game this week against the Broncos. But that defense is kind of iffy. You can actually run the ball on the Jets defense. And they do need a pass rush, but I don't think you need a pass rush to beat the Broncos. So I'm picking the Jets to win this game. Then we go to the Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Wow. Last week, Jalen Hurts had a horrible showing as quarterback against the Saints. The Eagles were lucky to get out of there with a win. They didn't actually win the game. They gave the game away to the Eagles, but by throwing an interception. And then the Buccaneers, they're a sneaky team. They beat the Lions, and that was a huge win for them. So in this game, I'm taking the upset. The upset is I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. I really do. I think they're going to beat the Eagles. So I pick Tampa Bay to win this game. Next game is the Washington Commanders and the Arizona Cardinals. Ooh. I think the Washington Commanders, they found their quarterback in Jalen Daniels. I like that kid. He can pass the ball in the pocket. He can get out of the pocket if he has to. He has elite speed as a runner. He has the touch on the deep balls, and he gets in there. He gets how to play quarterback in the league. But on the other side, the Arizona Cardinals, Kyler Murray is playing pretty well, but he doesn't have any offensive weapons. That's kind of hard for him if he's a shoulder quarterback. So, in this one, I'm taking the Washington Commanders for the upset. Washington Commanders are going to win this game. And the next game, oh my God, do I really got to pick this game? Really? Niners versus the New England Patriots. Oh, this game is going to be ugly. I mean by ugly, it's going to be ugly for the Patriots. The Patriots are god awful on offense. God awful. Jacoby Brissett, not the answer to quarterback. The rookie they drafted, he's a rookie. He's not the answer yet. And the Niners, I don't know what's going on with the Niners, but their defense is not playing up to par. And yeah, sure. And they did lose Christian McCaffrey. And he's on IR right now. But he is going to be coming back pretty soon. That's what I heard. But I still have to take the Niners on this one. I mean, the Patriots are god awful. God awful. So, yeah, so I'm taking the Niners on this one. The next game we're gonna predict is the LA Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Right? Do I gotta say more? Do I have to think more about the game? We all know that the Chiefs are gonna win this game. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Xavier Worthy, Carson Steele, Rice, too much offensive power. The only way the Chargers can win this game is they play ball. If they run the ball well, that would be the key to the victory for the Chargers. If they can't run the ball, it's going to be a long day for that offense. Because Justin Herbert is hurt, so I don't think he's playing in the game this week. So without your starting quarterback, and if you don't have a running game, that's just asking for trouble. But yeah, I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs on this one. We got 3 more games left, and that game is the Vegas Raiders versus the Cleveland Browns. These teams are both 1-2 on the season. The Raiders, I don't know what's going on with the Raiders, but it doesn't seem like all the players on the Raiders care about playing football. And then the Browns, is Deshaun Watson really that bad? I don't get it. I don't know how he is that bad. He was a good quarterback when he came into the league. So I don't know what happened. But for this one, I might take the upset. I'm going with the Vegas Raiders for upset. Alright, then the Monday night game. Wait a minute. No, not the Monday night game yet. We have the NBC game, the night game. The Sunday night game is the 3-0 Buffalo Bills and the 1-2 Baltimore Ravens. I'm taking the Ravens on this one. The Ravens can run the ball pretty well. They're going to play ball control. They're going to have they're going to have all the time possession on the clock by running Derrick Henry and running Lamar Jackson. I know the Bills just blew out who did they blow out in week 3? But they won a big game. But I'm still not sure about that wide receiving core they have. So on that, I'm taking the Ravens by 3 in that game. Now we come to the 2 Monday night games. And that the first Monday night game is going to be the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. What a horrible game this is going to be. This is going to be a horrible game. The Dolphins, they have no Tua. They have no quarterback. They don't know when Tua's coming back. The defense is horrible. What can I say? The only bright spot is Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, the 2 fastest guys. So, but they do have a chance of winning because they're playing the god awful Tennessee Titans. How can a team that good on defense lose games? I can tell you one name, Levis. Will Levis. He makes stupid plays once a game that costs the team the game. So this is a hard one, but I'm leaning toward Tennessee to win this game. Like I said, I don't trust Will Levis, but I really don't trust Skylar Thompson for the Miami Dolphins. Yeah, no. I'm taking the Tennessee Titans on this one. And they're going to get their first win of the year. Then we go to the second Monday night game. And it might be, this might be a good game. It is the Lions versus the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks are 3-0, leading that division, and the Lions are 2-1. Lions had a horrible outing against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Aiden Hutchinson was awesome. Got 5 sacks by himself. But that was not a that was not enough to help the Lions win. And on the other side, Geno Smith is playing good. The Seahawks have a nice offensive line, but we got to look at Kenneth Walker Jr. to see if he's good to go. I saw him, he was on the injury report, so that might be a little dicey right there. But you do not want Geno to throw a lot of balls. But they do have 3 good receivers. They have DK Metcalf, they have Tyler Lockett, and they have JSN. But on that note, I'm taking the Seahawks to win this. Seahawks are going to win this game. Hands down. Hands down, the Seahawks are going to win this game. So, guys, yeah, that's my prediction for week 4. I hope it comes true. The last week, my picks were horrible. But anyway, guys, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it, and that would mean a lot to me. Like I always say, be safe, be positive, and always go Pack Go. And I'll see you next time. Alright, guys.